I postponed the feeding of the cows because I was looking for this sunshine. It's a beautiful day to feed a cow. And this video might be a few minutes longer because I'm going to rush through the first part. We're going to zip over there and give them their breakfast. Cowie, cowies! Hey, Cowie, come on! Hurry up! Run! We're going to give them their breakfast, and then we got to go up the street because our neighbor there, Cujo's cousin, Fozzie Bear, his family has gone on a tropical vacation. Where is Cujo? Down there. Come on, Koji! Oh, bathroom break. Come on! That's a boy. Run! All right, let's stick you into our trusty high-tech camera clamp, and then we'll get you pointed down here so you can see what we're looking at. Okay, there you go. You ready for your breakfast, babies? Okay. You got whoops, little stick in there. Let's get these sticks out. Oh, and a spruce cone. One day we'll have to do what's the difference between a spruce cone and a fir cone? This is a spruce cone, smaller and doesn't have any little prickles on it. Okay. Yeah, they're like, come on, hurry up. Watch out. Watch out. Oh, we got everybody's in different position today. What's going on here? There you go, Bambi. Okay. Take you out of the high-tech folder. There they are. Is it good, Bambi? Just realized I forgot to wipe the lenses. Don't know if they're clean or not. There they are. Okay, we're gonna run over there and check the hay, give them another bale, and then we'll zip up the street to see Fozzie Bear, Hershey, and Pua. And we're going to have a look at a different style of grain feeding process for the cows. Those cows up there, they have individual buckets. And we'll talk about that. Okay, over to the hay. Da-da-da. Come on, Finn, jump. Let's go. Good job. That's a boy. Gotta pick your way through the landmines here. You don't look at, see, you get little bits in your tracks there. You don't want that in your feeder. It's a messy business this spring. First day of spring is coming. It's March 20th or 21st, something like that. Right around the corner. And I got a shovel here. I keep it, this shovel right here. I keep it handy. And this here puddle that the cows make, I don't know if you can see it through the anyway, there's a big puddle there, and I have to keep digging this out here, making a little pathway for so the nastiness can run away instead of getting deeper and deeper. Hasn't thawed out too much this morning yet, but once the ice starts to melt, then it gotta run it out. Just ground up grass, don't get all squeamish on me. And then the cows walk in it and push it back in, and we have this ongoing battle every spring so that it can run down the hill. And before you know it, it'll be all dried up, and we'll have the next project there. Okay. Yeah, look at the guck on there now. You can't go in the feeder with that. You put your right foot in and you shake it all about. Yeah, that's the cow feeder hokey pokey. That's what we're doing right now. And you keep stomping away there until you can make a track in the snow without anything nasty in it. See all that? I don't know, would you want it on your plate? Snow's fine. You can eat snow so long as it's not brown or yellow. But you gotta get it off your boots. Trust me, they won't like it. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Let's try again. Watch out, Finn. I'm trying to make a video here. Here come the babies. You coming, babies? Come on. Hey, Kylie, Kylie. I sometimes, out at the big farm, once all the calves are born and these guys are back out, there's quite a herd of cows there. And if you have guests and they're not ready for it and you call those cows, the large group, it starts a little stampede. They come roaring at you. They look at the herd coming at you and they look at you and they look at the herd and they're like, should we run? It's a bit unnerving. You have 30 or 40 cows galloping towards you. Oh, they got lots left here. I think we will just scratch this back in and give them the rest of the morning to eat this while we go up to see those other calves. So we'll prop you up here and I'll scrape it in, and then we'll go up there to see. There you go. You can see it. Okay. You guys, you got to clean it up. Yep, we're having leftovers for breakfast today. They had quite a bit extra last night. So, yeah, you can do it. Clean it up. Look. Watch your nose and get poked. Here, there's a big chunk. Have that. Get it. That's a girl. All these bits, it looks like you're scraping nasty stuff in there, but it's actually the seeds and the fine part, and it's already a little bit damp, and so they kind of like it because it doesn't take as much saliva, I guess, to soften it up. So I use the pitchfork on the flat like this and just kind of sweep it in there, and they'll lick it up. First, they look for this stuff. Hey, cowies, get it. There you go. And it's just ice, snow, and hay together. Quite a bit. Yeah, you better clean that up. I can't seem to interest Cujo. He'd rather play with Finnegan over there. All right, pick you back up. There they are. You got lots to eat, eh, Emmers? Good job. Stella. Oh, they're so warm to the touch now, just. From the sun shining on them. You know, that time of spring is coming up where, you know, the sun's shining and it gets so cozy warm. My dad used to call that spring fever. Where it just makes you so sleepy, that warm sun shining on you. Do you want to rub? Come here. There you go. Oh. Not today. By the way, you still haven't fixed this fence. You waiting for a cow to jump in. Then you're gonna be sad. Okay, let's go up and see Fozzie Bear. Something? Want to talk to your friends? Get him, Bambi. Teach him a lesson. What do you got to say? Nothing? Look at that. What a beautiful day, eh? Look at that sky. Woohoo! It's a good day for a long video. Why not? Okay, here we go. Up the street. Still frozen, see? It had a couple of days of hard freezing, and then well, it's better than mud, but the mud is coming. Never you fear. Okay, Finn, are you ready? Show them how you jump. Go, jump! Woohoo! Go, boy, go. Okay. Don't forget the bucket. Okay. Put this in the house just because that's what we always do, and I am a creature of habit. Oh yes, I am. Some of them are even bad habits. Okay, turn you off and we'll turn you back on when we're going up the driveway. All right, and up the. All right, here we are. This fancy gate. I don't see any cows here at all right at the moment. But this is, I thought it would be neat because, you know, you guys are all looking at my setup the way I do it, and so this is a different way of doing things because he doesn't do the square bales like I do. He feeds because he has to buy his hay. He doesn't have a hayfield. And so the cheaper way to buy hay is in those big round bales. And so he has a different setup for feeding those big round bales. Well, you saw them, or if you did, I can't remember what it was called, the video, but here, half a dozen videos ago, we did one about these cows and how he fed them up the hill there. And he sometimes puts, you know, he fills this little low-rise hay shed and feeder. He fills it up with hay from the back, and then he fills that. I don't know if you can see there's another shed down there, and he's got a mezzanine, an upper mezzanine, and he stuffs that full of round bales. And then one by one he feeds those out, and then he starts to feed from these other two places. There they are. Come here, cowies. I was wondering where they were. I was just about to bell her, but they don't know my sound, so that won't. You could call your cows however you like, so long as you do it the same. But I can call them with my howl, and they'll just wonder what that is. They won't come. There she is. This is little Pua. She is just about exactly the same age as Bambi and the gang over there. And so she'll be getting bred sometime in late June. Her dad was a very curly fellow, a Dexter Angus cross. Ooh, look at her. She tried to step on my foot. You gotta watch that. You'll be so sorry. But they get lots of pets. There's two little girls and their parents. They're started their first herd here. Ooh, she's got crusties on here. What you got on here, Pua? Tree sap or something. There she goes. And here he is. We called him when he was born. He was named Bambino because he was Beatrice's baby. I think, yeah, that was her first baby. And so for a heifer calf, he's a whopper. And Joe Daddy's. He was a Joe Daddy baby by Beatrice baby by Joe Daddy. But he got renamed Fozzie Bear because All of those two little girls, they name all the cows, and they're all Disney characters or Sesame Street or something. At least they didn't call you Big Bird, hey? And last year, Hershey here, she came out, and she's gonna have a baby this spring. A Hershey baby by Jack Black. And see, she's starting to look a little bit puffy. See the wrinkles there? And oh yes, look at, some udder is starting to develop there. And she's never had an udder before. This is her first one, but she's definitely thinking about having a calf within the next little while. You're all right. Not that used to me petting. You're okay, good girl. You're okay, here, let me rub it a little bit. Get ready. Oh yeah, it's tightening up quite a bit. She's, my goodness. Oh, need to be paying attention here. Because the thing about heifers is they're a little tricky. Sometimes a heifer will have a baby and her milk hasn't even let down yet for a few hours after the calf is born, and that's a very not good situation if you're not on top of it. But once they've had their first calf, then the milk always lets down a day or a few hours before the udders fill right up, and then the teats actually start to poke out towards the side of the cow. And when you see the teats sticking out sideways because the udder is just so taut, you know she's going to calve in just that day. But heifers sometimes don't do that. But I can feel, and she's starting to this is filling up for a heifer. That's a very, very good sign. You're going to have a baby, aren't you, Hershey? Well, congratulations. Hope it all works out. We'll have to watch you close. Hold on. You wait till those little girls get back here. Okay? Can you do it? Just stay calm. Relax. Everything will be fine. Okay, let's go give them some hay. He's feeding out of this little storage place. Then you see in there where he puts the round bales all standing up, and he can take them with his machine, his tractor, and he puts them in there, and then you can very gently roll them. And don't lose control of them, or they'll go all the way to the bottom of the hill. But then you can move them down the hill easily to this spot right here, where then he can unwind the roll of toilet paper, and then he puts it right in this area right here. All right, we'll get this done, and then I'll show you the graining process. How do you get in here again? He's got it locked up there like Fort Knox. There we go. I don't know if there's a spot for me to sit it so you can see. You eat it all up? Okay, here you go. Have some more. And so if you're going to set up your own, that's what my channel is about, is to encourage people to have a little one cow operation, or 2 or 3. And if you're fortunate, I have with my neighbor here, and very good friend. We do lots of trading back and forth, and he helps me put up my hay. We have to gather the bales out of the hayfield and put them in the shed. He helps me do that, and various things at the farm when I need someone to hold the other end or whatever. He's always more than willing, because he doesn't have a bull now. He uses the services of Jack Black. That's what farming was about. Originally was all barter system, and so don't hesitate. I'm quite happy to play Let's Make a Deal with people who have some skills that I could take advantage of. The deal we've got going on, everybody wins. But if you have a feeder, here's the thing about the fines is, if you have a feeder that's got a holes in the bottom, and then the fines fall out through the bottom and the cows can't get them, you've lost some of the really high quality part of your hay. And so the fines have to be able to get into the bottom, and so the cows can get them back out, because that's the good stuff. They got their heads buried. I'll have to get the camera and show you guys. They're buried right in there. Get it. Don't spill it. Good girl. Okay, let's give you guys a look in there, see what we did. Well, Fuzzy, how much you got? You can just fit through there. There were some questions about when I was talking about feeders. You see, this is quite a bit steeper angle, but the rule of thumb is the spacing there, 12 to 14 inches, is like a big bull. He would have a hard time getting his head through, but he's built this so that this is the only one where the bull could fit, so that he wouldn't bother to try and steal this hay because it can't fit in. What did he call that bull again? Herman. There you go. That's what's in there. Okay, and we're gonna go now down the hill there and that's where the grain feeding station is down there, and I'll to sneak in here. And these are the feeders, and the good thing of this is you can really be accurate on how much each cow gets, and you have to kind of train them not to steal the other guys and be willing to give them a little cuff upside the head to keep them in their own tub. But you can, but they know, because they fight with each other over the food. They're quite familiar with being said, no, that's not yours, you can't have it. They say that to each other all the time. And so you can train them. And so, okay, let's put some grain in here. And then he's got it set up right close to here. So most dominant first, and then you go down the pecking order in your herd, depends how many you got. And the wimp gets it last, but you can protect the wimp. So what he's done here, he's got marks on the inside of the bucket here, so I know how much to give them. Okay, let's call them, see if they come. Cowie, Cowie! Come on, Cowies! See if we can see up there anywhere. So he just keeps that in there. See if I can peek up through the trees there. At the feeder. I don't see it. Oh yeah, I see some feet coming down. Look at, ha ha ha, here he comes. Cowie, Cowie! And then we can just make sure, yeah, that's Fozzie Bear, of course. And just gonna make sure he goes to his bin. He knows which one's his. Watch, you'll see. Hey, no, you're in your own bucket. That's a boy. No. She knows where her bucket is. Go on, shoo. Get in your bucket. Go on. Hurry up. Ah. And then Pua, get over there. Get over. Ooh. Pua can't get into her bin because Fozzie Bear's being a... Just a minute. Let me get him out of here. Oh, Fozzie. Get over. Go on. Get over. There. That's a boy. Can you fit? Pua, there you go. You see the mess they make? And then he's here and he puts it all back in. So that's independent grain feeding, and they get to have exactly what they want. Hershey, are you a little girl? Yeah. And then they get loved up. The little girls stand here, and they're safe. The cows can't rough them up because they're little, but they can pat them, and the cows get to know them. Right, Pua? And her feet were sinking into the mud, and so she was having a hard time reaching over this ridge. So yesterday I found this piece of plywood. Go underneath and see. I found a piece of plywood there that she could stand on, so she didn't sink in so bad. So now she can reach over. There you go. Is it good? I got the sun shining right into my camera here, so there you can see her name tag. Ooh, apparently that's a Disney character of some sort. Have it. Good girl. And this. What about you, Archie? Look at the mess, you see? And that's the problem with that is now, but they're just like, they lick the bottom of my grain trough. If you didn't clean this up, It'll be all gone tomorrow. They'll lick it away. They got nothing else to do all day except clean up the grain, right? Oh. Oh well. Greedy guts. Slow down a little bit. Is it good? Yeah. Here. Can't reach back here, can you? Put it in the front. There you go. Got hay on your head, mister. Don't do it. I'll smack your ears. Just give them a good hard whap right on the ears, and it makes a bit of a pop sound, and they don't like that. Just slap them on the back of the ear. If you want them to go that way, you slap them on this ear, and if you want them to go that way, you give them a good hard whap on this ear. It doesn't physically hurt them, but the pop sound is not something they're used to, and so it makes them mind their manners. Cool, let's put it over here. There you go. Get it. Well, if you slow down, you can keep it all in instead of coughing it back out. Watch, if I reach in the side, he'll try to squeeze me out because he doesn't want me to get his grain. Right? Cows have a very simple philosophy in life. It goes like this: right after me, you come first. There you go. What? Don't spill it. Put it to the front side because they have a hard time tucking their chin and reaching it in there. And let's see. Hershey, she's the winner. They just about, her and Fozzie Bear, they both most get about the same amount, but Fozzie Bear wads his in so fast he coughs half of it back out and has to eat it twice. And then, oh, look at this, Pua, she's getting there. She's a dainty little thing, aren't you, Pua? Yeah. And a savage. Yeah. And they lick out their, you see, they lick the bottom of the bowl there, see them? And other cows, like in my trough, when the other cow's saliva is in there and dried up, tut tut tut, smack your ear. And once you I take no pleasure in whacking the cow, but once you give them a good hard wallop on there and you say, make that sound, you say ah ah first, and then immediately after smack the ear, ah ah ah. Did you see how he behaved? Because he knows, like, right after ah ah ah, there's going to be a pop in my ear if I don't behave, and he'd rather not the pop in the ear, but so he gets a warning call, and if he doesn't behave, then I pop his ear. And training any animal is that way. You give them a warning shot, and they have to know what that warning shot means. Like right after that, ah 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 ah. Right after that, it's not going to be pleasant. Then if they're going to be belligerent, ah ah ah, hey. If they're going to be belligerent, then they get the pop, and you didn't give them a hard enough pop the first time. Because if you don't do it hard enough, then you have to do it over and over. You got to make sure that the first one really counts, and then they're like, that was not nice. I'd rather not, thank you. And they have to associate the ear pop with that sound. Like, that's what comes next, and so I better behave. And then you don't have to force them to behave because they'll listen to you. There he goes. He knows there's hay up there, and just like that, the feeding frenzy is over, and they're going back up the hill for some more hay. Bathroom break. Look at, you can see now, you can see just doing a little. The thing is, when cows are pooping, they don't move until you can have a look. Well, they don't like to move anyway. She's not too puffy, but she's coming along. And especially with the udder starting to show like that. To be fair, a lot of cows, they're genetically different. Just like people, like some women have very easy pregnancies and some have very difficult pregnancies and so on, right? And that whole sea line, she's related to Candy Cow back. Her mom and Candy Cow both had the same mother, and her name was Crazy. They were prolific milkers, good size udders, and because of the shorthorn. And so it makes sense. It's logical that Hershey would be uddering up a little bit earlier than most, where something that's just doesn't have any dairy background to it, like Angus or something, they won't udder up quite as readily. Oh yes, the water. Here's how he's got that set up. It's a great idea. I think that some other people do this too, but if you don't know, this is what this is. It's a very small freezer, just a little one. It's like this, about 16 inches wide and maybe 4 feet long. And he cut the lid in half, and he puts a little tiny heat. So now it's insulated on the outside, and he's got that cover there so that not too much heat escapes. And in the winter, he has an aerator and a little small heater. Very small, because with the insulation and the aeration in there, if you keep the water moving, it's reluctant to freeze if it's moving. And then he's got this hydrant right here, and the hose off the hydrant goes in there, and then he just fills it up regularly. I think in the summer he's got an automatic valve that goes on there, but in the winter he doesn't, because this hose will freeze. Right, Fuzzy? That's how that works. So then they all come here and have a little drink. Right? Ooh. Look at her having some. And so once or twice a day in the winter. Cows do eat snow, if you wanted to know that. But it's difficult to eat enough snow to get a really good drink. But they will. I've seen it. They do it lots. But once a day he fills up this little thing, and it's got a lot of water volume in here. They can only get their heads in there, but the water goes way back to here. And he's got a little strap here so the cows can't lift the lid. And that's quite ingenious. And you can get these at your, at your landfill site, where they put appliances and stuff, and if they know you're not going to do something dumb with it, they will let you help yourself, no charge. There you go, it's full. And just leave it on just for a second or two in case there's any bits of grass or something. Over the back it goes, and then turn it off. And take the hose out, and he put the hose like this so that it's continuous downhill all the way from the hydrant, so it drains out. And then the hydrant, that's the nature of hydrant, it drains down into the ground, and ready for tomorrow. And the cows are all full up. Look, you can see the difference in size. She's the same age as him, probably. Born the same spring, but she is. Her mother was a Hereford Shorthorn cross. It's 3/4 Hereford maybe, or 7/8 Hereford even, and her dad was a Dexter Black Angus cross, and that's what happened there. And you can see that Shorthorn gene, that strawberry look, that dapple look that comes out on them. That Shorthorn gene is a hard one to get out of there. It just stays with the cows for years. There they are. They're all fed up and watered up and cobbed up. Now they're looking for a spot in the sun to chew their cud a bit. You can figure it out somehow. Where there's a will, there's a way. If you've got the space for a cow, I highly encourage it. You can do it. And now with people online, if you have cow questions about your cows or whatever, feel free to stick them into the comments, and I'll do my best to answer it. And if you see a question in the comment and you're a cow person and you have a better answer, even better, I'd love to learn. So wherever you are, you and your cows, have a happy day. And we'll see you next time.